Good afternoon, teacher. Thanks for setting to the interview. The current interview is about things to consider before people get married. So, and it won't take more than 5 minutes. So, please, can we start?
Yes, okay.
First, what kind of question do couples ask to each other before they get married?
Well, it depends on the relationship that you have with your couple. Obviously, the most important question could be the place we're going to live, then about the different incomes that you're going to need, and basically at the beginning it's like the place where you are going to live. That is one of the things.
Yeah, sure. Next, now, what kind of question do couples ask before they get married?
Be-
Sorry, after. Yes, after they get married.
okay, after. Normally, when you have a strong relation and you get along with your wife's family, the question is if you are going to visit them in the holidays. Sometimes, in my case, I ask her if we're going to visit my wife's family first and then my family, because we have Christmas
Yes.
and those kind of
Special dates.
special days that you want to spend with your family.
Another question it could be how many children do you want to have? Maybe. What about that?
Actually, I have two children. Yes, one is 7 years old and the other is 16 years old.
That's perfect. Now, do you think that signing a prenuptial agreement could guarantee a lifelong marriage? Yes or no?
No, no.
Why?
Definitely, there is nothing that you can guarantee. Even if you have a paper or if you have a ring, so it's not something like you are going to certify that your marriage will be long last. It depends on your feelings. It depends on your stability, yes, and the level of confidence that you have with your wife.
Perfect. So now, if you had to write one rule for a prenuptial contract, which one would be the most important one to be included for you?
Yeah. Uh, from my point of view, because as a man, I will say that confidence and communication is one of the things that you need to really, really pay attention. Obviously, as ladies, they have another. It could be the fidelity because they really, really appreciate fidelity in the case of women. I mean.
Yes, I know that.
Mhm.
What are the most important aspects that contribute to have a lifelong marriage?
Um, the ones that I mentioned before, that is communication. We need to trust each other. Um, what else? Respect. And sometimes we adopt a position that we don't want to go away for that position. So we need to listen to your wife. You need to learn how to listen. Definitely.
No, so you said about you have to learn to listen to your wife, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now, talking about that for you, what is the best thing to do when the couple is facing a problem?
Yeah. Uh, is it hard to 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 say that because in that moment you're not going to think about what is going to do or what are you going to do because it's a feeling, it's a reaction. But obviously, to face a problem, you need to calm down first, um, breathe deeply. Yeah, sometimes you can leave or go away to somewhere
Be
because
quiet.
uh, yeah, but as I say, it's a reaction that you have in that moment. No? So it's better just to try to hold your horses, go away for a while, and then come back, and then you can talk to your wife about the problem.
Yeah, that's good advice. What is the most important reason to marry your partner?
Love.
And the least important reason to marry?
The least important, I could, I think even that economic is could be important for others. In my case, I think economic is not something really important for me because I I have a very tough moments with my wife, but we are always joined. We are always support each other. So the economic you can solve, you know. But if you are lack of love, this is a huge problem, you know.
Yes.
Uh huh.
Well, teacher, that's all. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Good morning, teacher. Thanks for accepting to the interview. The current interview is about things to consider before things to consider before people get married. And it will not take more than 5 minutes. Can you start, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm ready.
The first question is, what kind of questions do couples ask to each other before they get married?
Nowadays, I consider that young people are more organized and they ask some questions like how they are going to prepare their wedding. Uh, Previously, they have to talk about their religion, of course, and then who is going to attend to the wedding, how they are going to organize, and of course, how they're going to share the expenses. I consider that mostly they talk about these aspects.
Yes, sure. The next question is, what kind of question do couples ask after they get married?
Mm. There are some different questions, there are some different aspects they have to deal. And nowadays, young people talk about children, if they are going to have children, because young people don't want to have children sometimes. What kind of education they are going to receive, where they're going to study, who is going to look after children, and I don't know, some different aspects about family, about friends, what kind of relationship they have, and how they're going to spend time with their families in special occasions, how they're going to organize, for instance, Christmas, where they're going to spend Christmas, New Year's Eve. These are some important topics that young people, that groom and bride have to talk about.
Just for example, when I am married, so every year I have to discuss where we're gonna spend our time on Christmas, if in my wife's family or mine. So maybe it's kind of
That
yes.
is really important when you have a relationship.
Yes. The next question is, do you think that signing a prenuptial agreement could guarantee a lifelong marriage?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why?
Because I guess that in some cases, but okay, it depends, because when there is not a good relationship, or maybe not, maybe when I have seen that when the man, for instance, has a lot of money and the woman doesn't have money, they have a kind of agreement and says, okay, yeah, the money that I got when I was single, this is only my money. But the money that we're gonna have since we get married, it is gonna be for us. But this kind of agreement, I don't know. I guess that the most important is love, and from love leaves everything, and then you can agree different aspects, and then you have to talk, because communication is the most important.
Maybe it could be suitable for family from wealthy families. Do you think that?
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Maybe it depends. It depends what kind of things. But communication. The most important is communication. If you communicate, if you talk with your partner, what you're gonna do, what kind of things you're gonna decide, it is good, but the agreements, I don't know, it depends. But
Uh-huh.
the most important is also love,
Love,
love and
yes.
communication. Mhm.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
If you had to write one rule for a prenuptial contract, which one would be the most important one to be included for you?
Okay. Since my point of view, I guess that maybe the commitment you have with the relationship, it is the most important. Loyalty and also respect is really, really important.
Yes,
I guess this.
that's good. What are the most important aspects to contribute? Sorry, what are the most important aspects that contribute to have a lifelong marriage?
Definitely, I guess that love.
Love.
Love is the most important, and as I mentioned before, love, respect,
And loyalty.
loyalty, all these aspects are the most important, I think.
Thank you. What is the best thing to do when the couple is facing a problem?
Again, communication, and also if you have problems, serious problems, it is important to look for a professional person.
Therapist,
Yes,
maybe?
because I consider that in some marriages, in one point of your life you have problems, and then communication is really, really important. And also look for a person who can advise you, but a professional person, not friends, not family. Okay, only a professional person. They can guide your lives, and they can give you different advices.
Yes, I think that every single couple and once a time is going to have a problem in their life.
Sure, of
Yes.
course.
So it all depends on the trust and the love and the communication that they have.
That's it. And the maturity you, how much you are with this kind, dealing with this kind of situation.
Yes.
That's really important.
Sure. What's the most important reason to marry your partner?
Okay, I remember when I married, I remember that I was really happy. I felt comfortable. I feel comfortable with my husband. His mood, his desire to be better every time. So we share different goals, different dreams. I remember this.
And the last question, please. What is the least important reason to marry your partner?
It was money, because we didn't have money. Okay, but we had the desire to fulfill some different goals. We were responsible. We were really hardworking people.
Oh, that's it. Thank you so much, teacher, for
You're
your time.
welcome. You're
Bye.
welcome.
So, good morning. I am here with teacher Salma. She's from Iran. First of all, thanks for accepting to be interviewed. And the current interview is about things to consider before people get married. Yeah. The first question is, what kind of question do couple ask to each other before they get married?
I think it is good to know about each other for future goals and about personality characters. I think it is good to ask about financial situation of each other, relationship with families, and just to clear some main points, so not having problems after marriage.
That's good. And now, what kind of question do couple ask after they get married?
I think they need to ask about feedbacks after marriage. Ask about feedback about their behavior, about anything, and just get feedbacks and work on relationship to get better.
That's good. Do you think that signing a prenuptial agreement could guarantee a lifelong marriage?
Nothing can guarantee a good lifetime marriage, but it is good. It is good to make clear some issues like financial, like I don't know, about money, about children, about something like that. I think it's good to be clear about that.
Okay, and now, if you had the opportunity to write one rule for a prenuptial contract, which one would be the most important one to be included for you?
It was about asking for legal divorce right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are the most important aspects that contribute to have a lifelong marriage?
I think about knowing ourselves, knowing your partner, knowing our purposes of getting married.
Yeah, that's good. And the next question is, what is the best thing to do when the couple is facing a problem?
First is not telling each other about the problems and just try to solve the problem between themselves. And I think talking to each other when they are not angry and get help from a couple therapist.
So the best thing is communication for you.
Yes.
That's good. What is the most important reason to marry your partner?
Similarities we had.
And the less important reasons?
The less important was his university major. That what should be. That's important.
Well, that's all. Thank you
Thank
for
you
your
very
time.
much. You're welcome.